Hey everyone, I'm Alexis the Ego Queen, and welcome back to Queen's Court. In the last episode, after Tobian... I'm gonna get this right, I swear. After Kershaw ambushed two men, we got a solid lead, and now we're heading towards some spooky town in the middle of a graveyard. Woo. Anyway, what's actually happening is what Vicky is gonna tell you.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Vicky the GM, and welcome back to the Queen's Court. When we last left our heroes, as the equine-drawn carriage trundled along the eerily quiet forest of Thaur, the acolytes saw a halting, shambling corpse, moving in jerking steps into the middle of the road. The rustle of nearby branches announced that a group of them was inbound from the tree line, and the warband prepared themselves for combat. Fighting off these corpse-crawler hosts, a group of inheritors joined in the fight, only to get mowed down without doing serious harm. The warband moved on, driving past a group of cannibals, leaving them to their meal. A few kilometers away from the Cathedral of St. Marisad, the acolytes encounter a lonely figure, a tech priest, wandering around inspecting gravestones. Tarvok and Kershaw spoke with said tech priest, who pointed them to the nearby village of Afterlife. Some distance later, the warband comes to a crossroads, and must now decide.
I thought we did decide.
I thought we did, yeah, we left off as soon as you you hadn't decided. We left off and we were going to take the week off to decide, and I guess we never did.
I think it was a yes to go.
Yeah, I think you are correct. I think we said we were going to go to the village.
Yep.
Oh,
We see the village people.
Polonium will go ahead and say, I much prefer the idea of accommodations in an inn than a church.
I'm just gonna look at you and just be like, That's it.
I do not much like the idea of being on the road as this mist consumes the landscape.
Indeed. As Harold drives the carriage to the left and leading you down the road towards the village of Afterlife, you arrive some minutes later at a wooden bridge leading over a lake and into the town. As you look over the town, I am going to need you to roll an awareness minus 30, and Toby, you're gonna those with an auspex will need a tech use test in order to get anything out of the auspex.
Set awareness minus 30.
Yes.
Boom.
Good lord.
Don't worry about it.
And so it begins.
The Auspex gives plus 20, right?
Yes. Well, if they wanted to get anything out of the auspex, they needed.
So it's just minus 10 at the end.
There we go.
Oh, so I would have been minus 1 degree of success on mine if I were to put in the negative 10.
Yeah.
Kobe!
Okay.
That's with the
Uh-huh.
minus 10.
Indeed. As Tobian lifts up his
He's dead.
auspex. Who? God.
Tobias.
Did I say Toby?
Yes, you said Tobias.
Ha.
Do we need to change my character's name?
I seriously think you might have to change a character's name, but we'll keep trying because Tobian Kirsch is like very, very very hard to separate. So as Kershan looks over his auspex, he sees that there is some kind of haze over the town, like a heat haze, except more faint.
So
You can
with
see. What was? Go ahead.
So with that awareness test, would I notice like how people's reactions are to us coming in town?
Right now, you're still on the
Care, or
bridge. You are still on the bridge. There appears to be no one guarding the gatehouse.
Hmm.
The gates seem unbarred and unguarded.
Just Just like Mope's worship of Slanesh. Anyway.
Krishan's just gonna pull out a shotgun and just rest it on his lap.
How very historically accurate.
Does anybody inform the party of this?
Wait.
Insert fill in.
All right.
Fill in over microbead.
Party has been filled in.
I'm gonna throw on my rebreather.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'll do this thing.
Ooh, and I'm gonna. This is just spooky stuff, right?
Spooky stuff.
Well, once again, I'm gonna reach out with Sinisians.
Oh boy. Now, oh, you did it. Let's see, what was I going to say? Yeah, through the gatehouse, you can see that there are people inside, though their movements seem sluggish and ponderous. Hell, with that awareness, I'll tell you that their faces seem slack and expressionless, though they do seem conscious. Pri isn't here. That's right. He went. For those who want to know, Pri is currently away for a few minutes and will be back at a later time. But he will be back. Do you tell Harold to take the carriage through the gates?
Can I do a Medicaid test on them from this range just to try to diagnose what's wrong with them or see anything about them?
Minus
give me
20. Yeah, it's really hard to do a medical check from a distance.
No, that's understandable, but I want to just be able to like try to see from here. I don't want to get too close to him right yet, though.
Fair enough. See
so
what
that's
you
flat for me.
Indeed. These people seem sedated somehow. There's some. There appears to be something that is dulling their fine motor movements.
I'll just go ahead, Toby.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna whisper into the comm bead. They seem drugged, or their minds are affected somehow. There's something not right.
Now, Viggy, with that awareness test, would there be any strange smells that would seem out of place in this world?
Now, well, that depends. How close have you crossed the bridge yet?
I assume we're about to the gate, on the other end of the bridge.
Unless you tell Harold to stop, he is going to drive the carriage through the gate. Does anyone tell him to stop?
Harold, halt the cart.
And the carriage halts at around the midpoint of the bridge. From this distance,
Oh, did I ever get a result on my Sinisians?
Oh yeah, Sinisians. As you extend your psychic sense through, there appears to be nothing. Whatever is ailing these people, it does not appear to be psychic in nature, as you feel their life essence, but that's about it. Not even a latent psyker amongst them.
I'm just gonna contemplate to myself and then just sit back in the carriage.
With the awareness test, roll for me an intelligence test, Toby, to see if you remember the smell.
Any modifier?
No modifier.
With that tech use test, would it give me any hints?
Sadly, the Auspex doesn't actually. The Auspex doesn't have the info on what it's looking at. Only that there's some kind of strange chemical in the air.
Can I guess?
Can you? Sure. Actually, you can guess, but you won't be. You will only be speculating to the party.
Is it the smell of that purple narcotic that we found back on the corpse holds? Or similar?
What
Like the stuff we found in the... Yeah, that stuff.
Like that stuff. You've never like opened one of those canisters.
Or will we?
Like they've been in like these plastic vials that have been remained sealed, as far as I know.
That's
I'm
pretty
not
wild.
saying no.
Can I make a logic test to try to figure out in character that it's something in the air?
You can with a -10. Actually, anyone who wishes to try and put the pieces together can roll logic -10.
Oh god, Ren is dumb as crap.
Yeah, so am I apparently. I'm
Nope.
just so wet behind the ears.
No crits today.
I got it.
Now, Tarvok, as you come a bit, as the cart draws closer and the various party members are giving you the different pieces of information, you. Oh wow, you need an 8. Damn.
Yeah, Ren is dumb.
Well, she's not that dumb. She's just not very logical. Let's see. Putting the pieces together, this whatever is happening around this town is happening due to the natural life cycle of the corpse crawlers.
Can I roll lore on that?
You sure can.
What would that be?
+20, thanks to the logic.
Is that classic lore?
Yes, Scholastic Lore Beasts.
Wait, do I get my Archivator because I have that book on this point on Thaur?
Yes, actually, you would get the reroll.
That's just a base because I lose the +10.
Yeah, no, that was supposed to be a +20.
Oh,
So it should be +10 now.
Damn, I am just not. I got nothing.
No. Well, whatever this is, it has something to do. It has something to do with the natural life cycle of the corpse crawlers that you just fought. Well, you'll probably remember it later.
Does
Once
Tarvok
you
say that out loud?
Say what?
That it's due to the natural life cycle of the corpse crawlers.
Yes, he does. Like he's very outward with information.
So it's something. So we know it's something. It's the thing. It's the stuff in the air.
Oh, actually, come to think of it, Polonia and Tarvok can roll Scholastic Lore Chemistry with a +10.
There we go.
Yeah.
Rena's
Damn,
gonna
look
have
it
a
up.
Think.
Indeed. Polonia. I need to look at your character sheet.
Does she have trade chemist?
Yeah, I do.
She does, but that's not what I'm interested in.
So what is this like a natural pheromone of these creatures?
I would say more of a post-mortem
Oh.
flatulence.
I have it. He's actually right. It's Polonia on her person pulls out the injector that she got from the what was it called? The secret stash in the corpse holds of the Oath Unspoken, which contains an amount. What the hell's a drug amount? A shot? No, that's not right. A dose. Thank you. Wow. Which contains a dose of Mind Shade, which just so happens to be made from the to be worked from the excretions of corpse crawlers. This town is high.
Wait a minute. Viggy. Actually, Tarvok looks like, does Polonia mention this?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Sorry.
It's
Tarvok
okay.
Tarvok kind of shoots up. Wait a minute. That lady, the Channel of the Channel House. Ren, you remember her, the one that acted noble but was actually in about last season's rags.
Oh, yes. She was adorable.
Yeah. Oh, she was very adorable. But I believe we also obtained a mind shade from there. So she was also. So this is a similar.
I didn't cast Villain yet.
Oh.
Oh, do you do it?
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, there you go.
I lost it. Go ahead.
Oh, do you cast Fill in Mope?
I was gonna say it in character. I was gonna be like, yeah, the people are apparently they're on Mind Shade or a variation of it, a natural byproduct of it. It looks like I'll be sleeping with my rebreather on.
Now you can keep going, Knight.
I lost my thought.
You were talking about Lady Vlador and how she was had some nightshade in her room, in her sleeping quarters. Yes.
Yeah, I already brought it up.
Yeah, you were talking to Ren about it. Did you finish your thought?
Yes.
Ah, fair enough. Ren, do you have a rebuttal?
So this is a natural byproduct? That's interesting. Is it possible that nightshade originates from these creatures?
It does. Normally you have to get this stuff imported to make it.
What are the effects of nightshade?
Mind Shade.
Oh, I said nightshade, didn't I?
Yeah, I can tell you the side effects of Nightshade, but
Oh boy.
Sorry, my bad. I mixed the two up.
It's fine.
But yeah, my question still remains.
Yes. So,
I don't have the stats for it, and I'm trying to pull it up. Biggie, tell me.
Hold on. I don't think I ever gave... Did I ever give you the stats?
Alright, I'll pull it up. But It makes you slow and groggy. It gives... And if this is wrong, forgive me.
Let's see. Actually, I have the description right here. Do you want just...
Yeah, just send it to me real quick.
Let's see. Here we go. And sent to Limbo. Whop.
It gives people a sense of numbness. Like, well, generally like a mild effect of a sedative we'd give you before surgery. It makes them feel like they're not really here. Honestly, I wonder if most of the settlements on the planet are like this.
Well, let's hope not. Everybody make sure you have your rebreathers on.
But if the corpse crawlers are common throughout the planet, then that's probably the case.
Let's see. Actually, Toby, you would actually know something about this, because the Mournful Guard has the side duty of exterminating corpse crawler nests. Meaning you would know, you could fill in that information that you found at the governor's palace.
I'm going to cast fill-in with a psi rating pushing to 9.
Alrighty. Roll to see if you get doubles.
Are we actually doing that?
I mean, roll a d100. Just for shits and giggles.
Uh-oh.
You made a mistake. You didn't know, but Zinch kind of hates Biggie.
So, Kurjan fills you in on the fact that while yes, corpse crawler nests are a problem on this planet, the Mournful Guard does what it can to keep the pests down.
Miss Thalia,
Yeah.
in your opinion, do you think it's a concentration in the air that's causing this, or perhaps they are taking doses of the drug as it originated from here? What do you think? Are these people simply trying to take the edge off their miserable existence, or do you think it is just a byproduct, like just in the air, as it were?
Well, it's clearly, like you said, it's not refined mind shade that I have picked up on the aspects, so it's definitely just the natural byproduct.
Biggie,
Hmm?
with that awareness test, can I see how high they look in the guard tower?
How high?
Like, are they just kind of dizzy, or do they look like they're chasing dragons?
They look simply sluggish. They're not like those that there are people sitting still, but they're like wobbling about.
Okay.
Okay. With them all sluggish and everything, they pose little to no threat to us.
You're right. These people would be in no shape to offer any resistance of any sort.
Indeed. That gives me plenty of an idea.
I need to check
Well, mostly
something.
it worries me. My thought was that we'd be safe here with the protection of a whole town. But if corpse crawlers walked up the bridge at these people, they'd likely just stand there and let themselves get, well, whatever a corpse crawler would do with you.
Well, in that same respect, this is probably not something new. They've existed this long. Surely they have some way to defend themselves.
There is a gate.
Yes, and these creatures are not that strong, and at worst, they wielded flails. Our biggest challenge on that encounter was the worms themselves, and actually, perhaps they are diverted and pushed it into the water below, and I kind of point down, like, to the ground, like below the bridge.
I'll look over the side of the bridge for a second and just think to myself, not touching that water.
But
So,
Regardless, I believe Harold should bring us in.
indeed, and with a fling of the reins, the equine drawn carriage, moves into the center of town, which is not that big. And as soon as you move in, I need everyone to roll a toughness test, and those that have respirators gain +20. And I'm going to roll it for Pre.
Wait.
Let's see.
Is Pre here?
No, he's not. I will roll it for him. He has a respirator, but I'll just input
Was
the thing.
it +10 or +20?
+20 for respirators.
Oh, and how many hours passed?
Oh yeah, I already adjusted your toughness.
Okay. And again, I'm sorry, what was it, 10 or 20?
20.
Okay, sorry.
Figgy, do I get another +20 for cybernetic respiratory system?
Do you have a respirator on you?
I have my respirator my respirator plus my robotic, respiratory system.
Indeed. I do believe those stack. Then it's a +30 for you. Yeah. Man.
Wow.
You sure needed that.
The only reason I know that is because when we were building Riza as a person, we gave her all of those systems, and they 100% stack.
Nice.
Fair enough. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Toby and Polonia. Roll for me a d5. That's a 4.
What am I rolling for?
You're rolling for duration in hours. Shit. So,
Good job, Kershawn, you critted.
We drift off. We're kind of gone. We're there.
So-
We're not really there.
So, for the remaining 4 and 5 hours respectively, you currently have, while under the effects of Mind Shade, a character suffers -30 to agility tests and -20 to all other tests, except for willpower tests for fear or intimidation, which he instead gains a +30 bonus. While he is dozed, he cannot make any reactions.
Ooh, ouch. That's gonna
Yeah,
Oof.
that is a brutal drug.
I start to look at my life objectively as everything grows distant.
Mind Shade's a hell of a drug.
Vicky, do I notice Mope just kind of, not Mope, Thalia, kind of like under this?
So, right now, Kershan and Polonia kind of feel like they're an observer in their own life, as if things look very distant and, objective, as Mope put it. Your sense of self has somewhat drifted away. And if you wouldn't mind slurring your speech a touch, that'd be great.
Just do some Mope stuff, you'll be good.
So, as you enter into the town, respirators donned, you note that the people around you don't seem to be showing you much interest or reacting to you in any discernible way. They simply go about their business in the same halting manner as they did before you entered.
I'm gonna knock on the front of the carriage so that I can get Kershawn's attention. Kershawn, what do you say?
Kershaw, instead of just looking like from the back, kind of hangs his head through like the side window. Oh.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. What do I see?
Damn it.
Kershaw then proceeds to fall off the carriage.
Thunk.
I'm gonna lazily look over when I hear the thunk, just like, huh?
Polonia, are you still with me?
Oh, I'm here. What do you need?
Be aware, I need you to guard from anything that might actually pose a threat. Any snipers or anything like that.
Yeah, of course. And then I'm gonna pick up my auto pistol, bring it up, and look at it. And then just continue to look at it in my hand. And look at it.
Ren, I don't think the two of them had the rebreathers secure either fast enough or secure it or tightly enough.
Are you telling me that they're...
Why is the sky green? It should be blue.
Should we stop for Kershawn?
You see that Kershaw is currently looking at the tree line.
Add a character, stop for no one!
I'm actually gonna like stand up in the carriage when I hear that, just like, oh crap! And I'm just gonna drop the auto pistol and try to stand up in the carriage.
Okay, does the thing go off?
No,
D100, please.
that's not fine. But I want to go on record as saying guns do not randomly go off just from you dropping them.
40k
Well,
they do.
Well, if
Okay,
it's an
even
open
on a
bolt gun, it lands on the
D199,
magazine.
I got it.
It would have been, it would have been, oh wow, it was 199.
And I still got it.
Mope's
Yeah.
on a different plane of existence, apparently.
D100s look different now. I don't understand. Anyway, yeah, I try to stand up in the carriage, drop my gun, and I go to like make for the door of the moving carriage.
I'm just gonna push her down to the bench.
But
Oh.
Kershaw,
I'll go get
You
him.
might need my assistance.
Ren, hold on to the doctor. I'm gonna go grab Kushon, and I kind of just hop out of the carriage, noting that I don't have my assistant this time.
Hey, Tarbok! Note that the fake Russian Hexen is gone. Look, the sky is green. Isn't that weird?
Indeed. Oh, by the way, I forgot. What is your name again?
I don't know.
So you don't know you, and I kind of just so yes, you've lost all cognitive function. Interesting. I didn't know it could go into the negatives. I kind of just grab him with 2 arms and just start dragging him.
Kershon starts flailing like a child. Who are you? Get off of me!
Ren, I'm really thinking about throwing this man into the river. Come on,
No,
and
bring him
back
back
up
to the
there.
carriage. Harold,
I'm
get us to an inn.
Okay. And Harold moves you a bit further along the road. As you stop outside, let's just say this building right here, you can see that the sign outside announces that this is the heavenly. God damn
I'm
it!
sorry. That got me.
hold a hit.
Did you half aim that invisible knife?
Remember, you get
I
to
all
roll
out
on a
attacked
1D. You get to roll on a 1D 199.
Roll on a 1D 199.
That
Woo.
Roll.
all-out
roll
attack with
invi-
invisible and knife.
Roll invisible damage.
I heard they do 1D10 minus 10 damage.
I take 4 invisible damage.
Invisible damage is pretty tough. It doesn't do a whole lot, but it's pretty nasty.
Yeah, you need an invisible band-aid to get it fixed. So, where was I? Oh yes, the sign outside announces that this is the Heavenly Delights Inn and Tavern, though the door doesn't seem to be getting much traffic.
I think the name is ironic.
What do you think the delights are?
Maybe they're candies.
That could be good. What kind of candy do you think they have here?
Let's go find out.
Okay.
Tarvok,
So-
I'm gonna try to stand up in the carriage again.
I
Tarvok,
hope it isn't tar candy.
can you trank both of these people?
Let me
I'm
see.
gonna look at Rosalina and say, I'm fine.
You're not
It-
fine.
All right.
I'm a doctor.
You're a surgeon.
I'll be fine.
I'm a licensed bounty hunter.
I'm gonna reach for the door handle and miss.
From my no, actually remembering this from my time on the research station, I pull out my multi-key set and just start jingling it in front of both of them.
Gershon's gonna attempt to steal it from you.
Sleight of hand minus 20.
Hmm.
What would he oppose with?
Awareness test.
Aluminum capacitor.
Plus awareness plus 20.
Aluminum capacitor.
No.
He wins.
Yeah, that.
What a waste for crit.
I mean, it's fine, but he doesn't get it. So,
And now you two. And you see Tarbok straighten up. You will behave, or there will be punishments brought upon you. I demand respect. You will listen to what I say without question. Do you two understand?
I'm fine, Tarbok.
Jeez, Dad. Why don't you just throw me into the underhive again?
Have you seen my pistol?
Actually,
I did not ask for back talk. Now, sit down.
With that awareness, you actually have noticed Polonia's pistol on the floor of the carriage.
I'm gonna start like looking around my seat for it. Like, is it under the seat?
I pick up her pistol. I look to Ren. My daughter was smarter than these two right now when she was 7.
Riza, keep an eye on these two. I will be right back.
Riza is currently staring as she always does, with her blank expression, alternating between Polonia and Kirshan.
I'll look
Take it.
back at her and give her a strange look of understanding.
As you look at Riza, her non-bionic eye actually blinks, which, given her one bionic eye, makes it look like a very disturbing wink.
Interesting.
Riza.
I won't fixate on that for too long. I'm actually gonna try to stand up and leave again. Oh wait, I'll look over with Tarvok at my pistol and say, "Can you give that back to me?"
No.
Tarvok, that's my... You have to give it to me, it's mine.
I unload the magazine from it and give it back to her.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go to open the door.
Did you rack the slide?
Yes.
Good.
Like, I completely, like, does actually, do they use things have firing pins?
Don't bother with that. Just
Fair
unload
enough.
it.
There we go. It's unloaded.
Okay. I'm gonna step out of the carriage.
Indeed. No test needed, though it would be funny. You step out of the carriage.
I was contemplating making an acrobatics check, but I think I'm not that goofed up. It doesn't mess with my motor control. It's not like it's booze. So I'm gonna go ahead and slowly walk up to the front of the House of Earthly Delights. Did you say it was?
The Heavenly Delights Inn.
I wonder what makes them heavenly as opposed to earthly as I walk over. And then I will pull out another magazine and load my auto pistol and cock it before putting it back on my belt.
Lady Lockwood, or Rosalina, I'm very concerned right now.
I'm just gonna like put my head in my hand and just be like, Polonia, Kirshan, please stay outside.
I'll let you go in first.
Just look at
Then...
I'm just gonna look over to Polonia. Just go look at the pretty candles.
What if they're inside there?
And I'm just gonna open the door and walk into the inn.
Indeed. As Ren enters the inn.
Harold's with me. That's the one thing I just wanted to change.
Fair enough. Let's have Harold walking in behind you. He actually has to duck in order to not hit the beam of the door.
Jay Gandalf.
Turns out the average building height on Thaur doesn't account for giant Traxians. So, as Ren and Harold in tow enters the Heavenly Delights Inn and Tavern, she sees that inside the mood takes on a grimmer aspect than it normally has on this planet. Then again, the background grimness of this place is pretty damn high. And she sees that there are wooden chairs and tables set about. Candles provide what little lighting there is, and there is the light level in here is on the low end. But there are some patrons sitting at some of the tables or at the bar itself, with a rotund-looking man who sits in a chair and is busying himself polishing glasses who seem perfectly clean.
Greetings.
As you say this, some of the people look up, though none address you directly, going simply back to staring at the bottom of whatever drinking utensil. Knight, I need a fancy word for glass.
There is not really a fancy word. Glass work.
Oh, fair enough.
Anyway.
Drinking cup, let's go with that. Fair enough.
Chalice?
Nah, that's too fancy. Like, it's a fancy way to describe drinking glass. As they go back to staring at the bottom of their drinking glass, though most of the patrons don't even seem to have liquid in their cups.
I don't like this. I need a place to spend the night. Will this place do?
As you say this, the rotund man behind the bar counter sluggishly puts up his hands and a hand, singular, and waves at you, as if bidding you to approach.
I'm just gonna like just walk over, just like kind of pissed off. Fine.
Well, welcome to Afterlife. May I ask you an intruding question?
Sure.
How did you happen to die?
What?
Well, you're in Afterlife, right? So, how did you die?
I'm just gonna take a step back. I am not.
Well, this usually happens with new arrivals. They find it hard to accept their fate. But don't worry, you'll get used to it.
I want
I
to
too.
scrutiny on this guy.
Roll it, -10.
Damn.
Nope.
All right.
You are uncertain what the hell this man is talking about. He doesn't seem to be making any sense. His speech is slow and almost as if he's fighting to get the words out. You will, like I said, you will get used to it. It is a lot to take in. And he leans under the table and hands you, puts a key on the table and says, "That would be. Will you be staying for the night, or do you have other accommodations planned?"
We'll be staying for the night. But what do you mean by dying? How would one become aware of their death?
Well, I vaguely remember a time when things seemed clear. At least, I think they were. And now everything seems to be a blur. I think this is what happens when people die.
I'm gonna roll scrutiny on him one more time.
-10.
Damn, Bryn is dumb.
She's not dumb, she just doesn't know how to read people.
Well, she does look at them like utility versus people.
And indeed. Out of character a bit, Pri has returned, meaning Harold will once again stop being autopiloted. Pri, just to fill you in a bit, they entered the town and Polonia and Kershawn failed their toughness tests. They're currently high as a kite.
Oh god. It's
Feels like the first time.
Oh god, he's going to sing. That's
I'm
not
gonna
good.
take the key, and I'm gonna look at it, check the room number and everything.
That will be 2 bone chips. Actually, just 1. Because bone chips are really, really valuable. That will be 1 bone chip.
We already gave it to you. Did you misplace it?
Roll deceive. He's gonna roll a d100. He needs a 30.
Oh no.
Nope, you made it. So, with that, he starts thinking to himself. Although, considering his state, there's probably not much to ponder around in that head of his. And he says, I guess you did. I must have misplaced it somewhere. All right, go ahead. I'll look around to see if I can find it.
All right. Harold,
Yes.
this town is dangerous, and you need to keep your rebreather on at all times.
I don't have any. I gave mine to Thaur.
Oh no, respirator is the thing she meant.
Yes, sorry.
Those are 2 different things.
Oh wait, then I have a respirator.
Yeah. You already I rolled your toughness test for you, and you got the plus 20 from the respirator, and you made it just fine.
Keep it on at all times. This place is dangerous. The air is dangerous. The water is dangerous. We're gonna have to go without food or drink tonight.
No problems. I have this, and Harold shows his bag of tar candy.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move everybody in.
Indeed. So, currently, yes, so Harold and Ren are going to go back outside to fetch the rest.
Harold, those 2 are gonna be not cooperating with us. Can you just carry them in?
I can try.
Indeed. Athletics, plus 20 because of bulging biceps.
Can I pose with
Yeah.
acrobatics?
Minus 20.
Wait, you're just gonna pick me up and bring me in?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna resist that. He picks me up and he brings me in.
Now, would the fact that he almost took off my leg give me any bonuses?
Not really. You're kind of not you barely remember that.
Kicking and failing tries to resist.
I can just imagine Harold going out, picking them up by their belts, of both of them, and just carrying them like 2 handbags.
Just like not even like they're just like, what's going on? Am I being picked up? I'm in an inn now.
Tarvok, with me. Let's grab all the stuff.
Very well, but I refuse sleep tonight. I wish to explore the town a little bit. There's information to be gathered here.
Just be careful.
Aren't I always?
Don't eat or drink anything.
That will not be an issue for me, trust me. And I help her carry the stuff in, and yeah.
Indeed. You have many, many hands to do that.
Yes.
Actually, I want to roll awareness on this.
You know that he has a lot of hands.
I know about a few of them.
I'm gonna go lazily sit at the bar.
You know what?
Harold's still carrying us.
Nope, I look at you and don't really care.
Nope.
Oh, I thought he put us down in the bar.
No, I had him
No.
carry you up to the rooms.
Indeed. As you carry your luggage and compatriots up to room 7-2. Actually, let me just roll for your room number. Oh, 14. That works. Haha.
We're on the
As you
fifth
go
floor.
up, indeed. As you go up a set of stairs, you reach room 14 and go inside. It is a modest dwelling, complete with four rooms and a small desk. A window overlooks the streets, and a small candle is placed on it, though it has not been lit yet.
I am go. Like, is there two beds like opposite of each other in the room?
Yes, there are four beds up against the walls, two on one side, two on the other.
I am going to put Polonia in one bed, and then I'm going to put Kershaw in the other bed, and I'm going to tell them to sleep. Very, very sternly. Can I roll like a command test on that?
Intimidate.
Not necessary. Well,
Big Daddy.
sure.
Yeah, I'd be hungry. I'd speak up and say, I
Actually,
need
don't
to eat.
keep player skill opposed skill tests between players to a minimum when it comes to interactions. Well, social interactions. So just tell them.
Yeah, I'm going to tell sleep.
You're not my dad.
Thankfully.
Why wouldn't you want to be my dad? He's a noble. Richer than your feudal world looking. Oh.
I like how he just kind of gave up halfway through.
Harold is just going to look at Kershaw and just roll his eyes.
I'm just gonna go down to the bar.
And
no, you're going to stay in the bed. And then Harold tosses you a small bit of tar candy. You can eat this.
Is this... What? I need food.
What
I'm
are
just gonna
those?
I'm just gonna throw the tar candy aside.
It's black and it's chewy. It will do.
I'm gonna
What do you think of
offer
it?
my
It's
hand
good for
out
you.
to... Oops, sorry.
Go ahead, Bree.
Harold is just going to say that the tar candy is good for her. That it will cleanse her body.
I'd rather have some water and, anything.
I'm gonna...
Harold then holds out his trusty bottle of disinfectant.
Harold, that's antiseptic.
No, it's drink.
Harold, what is that for?
wait. I got these. He reaches into his coat. They're called bone chips. They look tasty enough.
I'm gonna look over at him and stare for a while. Just look at his hand.
I'm gonna grab the equivalent to an MRE from one of my bags. I don't know what the Imperial equivalent is.
Just ration paste.
It's just ration. Yeah, ration packs. Ration packs. There we go.
I'm gonna grab one of those, toss it to Polonia, and toss it to Kershaw. We can't.
I'll look at it.
We can't eat or drink any of the food here. They might be poisonous. The air itself is trying to kill us.
You're trying to kill us.
Mind Shade isn't toxic over long doses, is it? No.
I think she's
Roll-
still talking to herself.
Roll the Scholastic Lore Chemistry -20.
And I kind of look to Renan while she's figuring that out and say, I have cigars and coffee. I should be fine for the night.
Yeah, Mind Shade is totally fine over long durations.
Rosalina, I know what narcotics do, and as you can tell from we'll be fine. Don't make me eat this.
I give you the one with pork and beans in it. It's one of the best.
I'm gonna stare at it in abject horror.
Actually, I'm just gonna say grox and beans in it.
Yeah, that works.
Hey, while you guys are out, Krishan's gonna pull out a throwing knife. Can you find me more of these throwing things? I like them. I need more.
I will find a hand upside your head if you do not go to sleep.
Hit me if you can. Nah.
Can I apply controlled shock to him?
Well, theoretically, you could fatigue him until he falls unconscious, but I'm not going to have you do that.
No.
But rules wise, he can't dodge.
Harold,
Yeah.
Yes.
can I try one of those candies you have there?
Of course. Harold is just gonna hold up the bag.
I'm gonna reach in and take one and unravel it. It's dark, black, and smells horrible. Are you sure this is candy?
Yes. Look, delicacy from Rax.
I'm gonna
Very
roll
good.
scrutiny on it.
Normal scrutiny.
On candy?
Wait, is that your normal
No,
scrutiny?
that's
Oh,
security.
I accidentally clicked security, but my scrutiny
Yeah.
is really low too.
Yeah, you don't have that either. Wait, oh,
Even with the minus 20.
even with the minus 20, story checks out.
Kirshan just kind of looks at you, just gives a smile and a thumbs up while nodding back and forth.
I'm gonna throw it in my mouth and try to eat the candy.
Toughness plus 30.
Oh god, eating candy.
It's made for us stout people.
Yeah, even though you have never tasted this before, and the taste is quite sharp and distinct, you manage to keep it in your mouth and chew on it for a bit. I don't think I have the Icelandic equivalent of tar candy, but could you describe what it tastes like?
Kinda almost like licorice.
Ah,
So it's just
Have
black
you-
licorice.
a bit more than that.
Yeah, it's made from tar.
Yeah.
I'm just
Imagine-
gonna like eat it and just be like, "This is candy to you people?"
Yes, it is.
Ugh. Regardless, Tarvok, explore the town. Harold. And I'm just
Yes.
gonna look at him really quickly. And I'm gonna cast Synesians. Well, not really cast, do Synesians. I'm gonna use a fate point on this.
Really?
Ooh.
Oh boy. Pray. Actually, no, I need to find something else. Where is it? It's in the core book. Now.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
that's
say, like, as I'm eating this thing in disgust and just looking at him, I accidentally let out my Synesians just a bit.
Here we go. It has. Damn. So, I'm going to roll a d100. The target is 46. No. As you cast out your psychic sense in Harold's direction, you are unable to... how do I put this? You feel as if his aura is muddied. There is anger trapped beneath the surface, behind a wall of control.
I'm just gonna look at you really quickly, like, stop and just, in my thought, just stop. Harold, are you actually carrying your chain axe?
No, it's leaned against the wall.
Are we near it?
It's always within arm's reach.
So about a meter then?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put my hand on it as well. And will my Synesians still affect it?
It will. You feel as soon as you touch it, it's like you pull it away immediately, like touching a burning stove. This thing has seen too much death, and there's that moment in the think like when Gimli tries to smash the ring in Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, and Frodo gets a tiny snapshot of Sauron's eye. Think of it like that.
I don't get the reference, but close
spooked.
enough.
What?
You're spooked.
I'm sorry. Are you telling me you haven't watched Lord of the Rings?
Yes, I found them to be very boring.
What is this heresy?
Oh god, they're so long.
Anyway, I get the gist of it.
Fine. Yeesh.
They're so long.
Also, do I sense anything else in the room?
No, you do not.
So strictly this?
It is the most psychically active thing in this room is Harold's chain axe, and that thing is barely psychic. It simply has a killing aura about it.
Harold.
Yes.
Why so much rage?
I do not know.
And as I say this, I'm gonna clean up a little bit of blood that's leaking from my nose, because every time I pretty much use my sinusines, I get a slight nosebleed.
Oh, Viggy, do I need to roll willpower?
You will need to roll willpower. This is going to be disgusting.
Oh no.
Reroll that.
Oh no.
I'm going to try to fate point.
Okay.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm going to describe what's going to happen next because Pri doesn't actually have any control over this. So, when Ren takes her hand back off the chain axe, or Remigur as it's named, a tiny drop of blood exits from her left nostril. Harold...
Well, I'm actually holding my hand to my nose because I know it's going to happen, so the blood is actually on my hand. The back part of my palm.
Please let me make this as little awkward as possible.
Nope, make it
please.
extremely awkward.
Oh, goodness me. Harold, your helmet is off, right?
Yes.
Oh, God, this is gonna be bad. Harold is, as Ren wipes away the blood that exits from her nostril, Harold takes Ren's arm and licks the blood away.
I'm just gonna look at you in horror.
What in the Omnisile's name?
And rip my hand away.
I'll slowly look over.
Don't you dare touch me!
Did it taste good?
I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me.
Perhaps Harold should join me in the town.
Yeah, I'll stay here.
And I look to Ren with like for one of the few times you actually see Tarbok look at you with legitimate concern.
I'm just gonna look up at you and just be like... And I'm gonna sign really quickly, something's not right with him.
Agreed. Signal back, agreed.
Indeed. So, I'm guessing the party is going to split?
I'm staying here with Riza and the two.
Indeed.
The human blood sickle over there.
Yeah.
Actually, like, once Harold and Tarwalk leave, I'll get up.
Well, oh god, that's awful night. Ugh. So, let's actually have Harold and Arbok go a bit about the town, and then we'll cut back to the inn. So,
Is it a merry old inn?
It is a merry old inn, indeed.
Indeed.
Well, actually, no. It's just old, rickety, and all the people in here are incredibly grim and dour.
Mine's better.
Yeah. So no, there's no merriness or jolliness in this place. It's all very grim and or dark.
Oh wait, actually, no, I can't smoke a cigar because that would require me to take my rebreather off.
Yeah, tough shit.
Ooh.
None of that Savlar Chemdog business where they have the mainline the thing into the respirators.
I mean, I have a robotic one, but yeah. Let's not
Yeah.
tempt fate here.
Let's not tempt fate.
So just walking around down the streets of Afterlife, what do we notice in terms of like establishments?
Establishments? Well, you see what appears to be the mayor's office, if that is even a thing. You also see a local shop, which seems
camera.
which Harold and Tarvok both enter and will be handled off camera when they come back out. You also see the town well, and what else do you see?
Well.
What do we have here? Let's see. Is there a good description of this place?
By the way, Harold, there is something pressing I need to bring up to you. Of what color should we paint the fence of your steed?
Let it be clear wood.
Wood. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Let's see. It's a nice little town, kind of quaint, but it misses the sounds of machinery, around, and the people seem off more than usual. Than the fact that they're in a direct loose. Come on, why would they live like this? Why aren't they out, fighting or building? Why do they sit here, huddled up in our town? What is being done here?
That sounds like an excellent time for an inquiry test. You can get a +20 on that because it's really easy to talk to these people.
Harold is going to say that maybe they're just awaiting death.
Damn, I got nothing.
Want to fate point that?
Yeah, sure. Nope, I got nothing.
Oh wow, you definitely got nothing.
The other two, I already have a hard time talking to stupid people.
Yeah, Pre, wanna try an inquiry with a +20? Just cause you're
Sure.
out and about?
Sure. Nope.
Damn, close, but let's see.
We're not people.
Remember, this is not you. This is not you failing to talk to people. This is just you not getting relevant information, but information you will get. So, as you wander about, you see what appears to be a gathering of people around the town well, as they are discussing what goes for the latest happenings in the town of Afterlife. And as you two approach, they look at you with their slowed reactions, as is typical of this town, village. And one of them, wearing what appears to be a leather apron and a white tunic, raises his hand in greeting and says, "So, we have new arrivals. What was your death a pleasant one?"
I walk over to him and point to my face. It was a painful and excruciating death. Indeed.
Harold is going to look at them like he's very much alive.
Do you say that?
Yes.
Don't worry about it. It is sometimes hard to reconcile. It is more than not that when pilgrims stop over from Port Restful on the way to the Great Ossuary, that most of them are unable to accept their deaths. It is something you get used to.
Actually, to him, I'm going to pull out a relic from a very episode long ago. I pull out my mask from the ball.
And
I place it upon my face. I was prepared for my death long ago.
what was your mask again? I forget.
Think Corvo mask from Dishonored.
Ah, right. Kind of like metallic, janky skull face. It's... You wouldn't happen to be a local, would you? You remind us of the local tech priesthood.
I was sent here to assist with the tending of the graves and doing the work of helping them out.
Note that these people aren't even rolling scrutiny against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where public leader Tarbot comes out.
Huh. Oh boy. So, have no fear. You will get used to it in time.
Indeed. Tell me, how have any other souls passed through here only to deny the joyous afterlife and leave just as soon as they came?
Oh, worry not. They are around here, somewhere. They just... maybe on the other side of the village. Who knows?
Do they still carry the tools of death that they used in life?
I can't seem to remember.
Now, and I look to the crowd. Does anyone here remember?
As you say this, the townspeople sluggishly look between themselves and give looks of don't knows and maybes and some shrugging of shoulders. Though the man in the leather apron looks back at you and says, "It is a strange thing, but accepting death is a virtue. At least when you lived on Thaur."
Indeed. And who are you, sir? I apologize. I did not get your name.
Oh, forgive me. I am Castor. I run the local blacksmithy when there is work to be done.
Well, an honest job.
It is, though you'll find that the dead have very little need of material possessions.
And how long has this town been around?
Oof. It has always been here. Since forever. Are you trying to convince them that that the town isn't dead?
No, I'm just trying to figure out, like, get an idea of what's going on here. Like, I understand that they all think that they're dead, but I'm not going to try to break the ruse because that might have consequences.
Right. So you're trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Biggie, question.
Yes.
That guy said he was a blacksmith, right?
He did.
Well, then Harold is going to speak up to him when he hears that.
Ooh.
So, blacksmith, eh?
That is what I said, I think.
Do you take commissions?
For bone chips?
Blacksmith.
Yes, I work for the currency of Afterlife.
What would I get for these? And then Harold holds out a bag of 24 bone chips.
That is, as he, do you throw the bag to him so he can count it?
Yes.
Indeed. He, actually, Alexis, I'll, when I get back to you, I'll, answer that.
Oh.
Sorry. It's really hard to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
two
go
things
ahead.
at once. So, let's see. He, as he barely catches the bag, as he fumbles about, he opens it up, looks down, looks into it, and says, "Yeah, this is quite the sum of money. It will fetch you just about anything you ask for."
How about 2 fine sparring swords and 2 fine shields?
Yes, I think I can do that. Though I will have to ask Jakob over here, and he points to the man behind him. Jakob is a carpenter. He would be better suited to build you those shields. I will split the fee with him, and I shall have your commission ready before you move on.
Harold is going to bow his head. Thank you.
He actually gives you back 14 bone chips, as that seems to be the price that he's asking for these 2 things. And
Honest man.
so you now have you now have 14 bone chips left.
Harold,
Yes.
let us make our way to the mayor's office, and that'd be a kind of a good swap on point while we head to the mayor's
Indeed.
office.
As Harold and Thorvok make their way to the mayor's office, we cut back to the
Oh, hey, we can
Heavenly
do all
Delights
of
Inn.
this.
Yeah, so there has been a quite the conversation going on while this was happening. Would you like to keep going or repeat some
We'll
of
just
the
repeat it.
highlights? Fair enough.
Well, I don't think me and Kershaw need to repeat ours, but we can repeat or we can summarize.
Who wants to summarize? I wasn't actually paying attention to it.
Alexis, why don't you lead?
Okay. So after, I'm standing there still in shock at what Harold just did, and after he leaves the room, I'm gonna run to the bathroom and start washing myself, and just saying out loud, "What the hell was that?"
Indeed.
And then, after I finally struggle through a conversation with Kershaw where I remember what's going on, I'm gonna come up to the door and say, "Rosalina, are you alright?"
And I'm just sitting there washing my hands, washing my arm, and washing my face. What was it?
Perhaps he likes you.
My arm feels like it's on fire.
Rosalina, it's gonna be okay.
And this is her.
Didn't Harold leave the disinfectant with you guys? Or did he just offer it? I forget.
No, he left it with us. I'm pretty sure he didn't say it, but I assumed that he put it on the table or something with the intention for us to drink it.
He offered it to you, and when you said you didn't want it, he put it back.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. I just
So-
wanted to check because Ren might have stolen that now.
No. So Rosalina is still in the bathroom, is thinking to herself in her head, trying to wrap everything together. He's just got a heart of rage. What did I say?
You know, earlier, he was drinking that one guy's blood. You know, the one without the head?
I'm
Wait,
just gonna like listen into that really quickly, but I'm still staring at the mirror.
What? Was he? I don't understand what him trying to make a move on Rosalina has to do with drinking blood.
Riza, play back the last 10 minutes of memory. I need to see what happened.
Riza projects a hololith onto the wall from her bionic eye as it turns green. And you can see that Harold looks like his normal self, and when Ren moves her hand to wipe away the nosebleed, you notice a slight twitch over Harold's hand, his fingers spasming just a tiny bit.
I'm bleeding. Why am I bleeding?
No, this is in the recording.
No. She's watching this and she notices herself bleeding too in the recording. I had this whole thing planned out. You shush your face.
I will shush my face.
I'm bleeding. My nose, it's still bleeding. And I'm gonna go back to keep scrubbing my hands and everything. And blood. What did he do?
he licked you.
What was that? And I'm just gonna try to think and put this together.
I'm gonna stare and try to put it together too, but it definitely doesn't come to me.
Something's not right. There's so much anger and hatred in that man. That Axis killed so many. And after I calm myself down and Riza stops playing the recording, I'm just gonna walk out of the room. Well, the bathroom, that is, into the main room.
Right.
You gonna perform Shakespeare now?
Rosalina. Polonia.
Yeah, Rosalina. What's going on?
Are you in any condition to do a Medicaid check?
I mean, I can take a look. I don't see any issue. I just might be a bit slower. And it might be a good idea to have... But if it's just an examination, it should be fine. What do you need me to do?
My nose has been having irregular bleeding.
Oh.
Stress on the mind,
Oh. That thing.
Polonia, no time for games. Give me a straight answer.
It's perfectly normal for someone in your situation to bleed from the nose.
That's not an answer.
You want to know why you're bleeding from the nose?
Every time I strain my head or something happens.
I'm going to grab Rosalina and lean in real close and whisper into her ear, "You're a psyker."
And I'm just gonna push you full force onto the bed.
I fall to the bed like a rag doll.
No. No.
Were you bleeding earlier when Harold went in?
I'm just gonna turn away Riza, stay here. And I'm gonna leave the room and, like, slam the door.
Indeed.
What did you tell her?
Well, unfortunately, there's a doctor-patient confidentiality.
Is she in menopause?
No. I'll confirm that one.
Oh, that's funny.
I am gonna start thinking of our medical records, though.
Hey,
and then...
they're gone. Let's go to the bar.
Oh, I agree. Let's get out of here. I'm hungry.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna take my...
Riza is recording everything, just saying.
Oh, she's following. Oh, she will be following Polonia and Kershan the entire time.
That's fine. I'm still gonna go down to the bar and get some food and drink. Me
Indeed.
and Kershaw will go down there.
Alexis, where is Ren rushing off to?
She's actually gonna walk back out to the bridge.
Indeed. To stare at the river?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. So, we'll leave her there for a bit, and Polonia and Kershan were heading down to the bar.
So we're gonna stumble to the bar, and I'm just
Indeed.
gonna pull out my my bag of let's see, how many is it now? 53 bone chips.
Damn.
Sheesh.
Dude,
I'm just
have
gonna-
been
I'm gonna
Loot
dump it on the
gobbling.
table. Now you listen here, you little whatever. We're gonna drink this place dry tonight, okay?
He looks at the bone chips and looks back to you and simply nods, reacting with the same indifference as everything, as everyone reacts around this place. And he takes your bone chips.
All of them?
I mean, did you say you were going to drink this place dry and give him all your money?
Does he say how much it's gonna cost?
He,
About that.
well,
There's this whole thing about being under the influence where you don't always make the best decision.
yeah. I mean, you threw the bag on the table. This man doesn't seem to have any scruples about taking your money. So
Okay, Evan,
he's just gonna keep pouring until he can pour no more.
Yeah, Toby. If when I worked in the bar, if someone gave me $100 and said I'm going to drink this place dry, I just keep pouring until they've gotten $100 worth of alcohol.
so as he takes the bag, I'm gonna grab one of my throwing knives. Listen here, if I drink more than this place's worth, I want my money back, or this whole place is dying.
Indeed, and with at this, a singular chuckle escapes his lips, and he merely nods at you and goes down under his table, opens up 2 different bottles, and sets them in front of you. Doesn't even bother giving you glasses.
I'm gonna
Come here. We're gonna drink this place.
I'm gonna go ahead and start drinking, and I'm gonna
Wait.
ask him what he has to eat.
Drinking competition. Maloney and I. Let's go.
You will trash me. I will be drunken under the table so quick. My toughness is like barely 30.
Well,
Pull out the fantasy book where to consume alcohol.
well,
It's
you
just a
can.
toughness test, right?
It is a toughness test. However, it's usually a skill test. But we will
Oh,
not
I get
go.
so drunk so fast.
The rules for this will be you can drink up to your toughness bonus in drinks, which, let's just say that. Knight, what's a good measurement for a drink?
A pint. For this, because this is kind of a fantasy-esque town, I would say a pint.
Yeah, a pint. That sounds about good. So, oh boy.
Yeah, so we cannot consume as much alcohol as we were hoping.
Well, don't worry about that. Oh yeah. While Ren is busy having an existential crisis, let's see. As both of you start getting hammered, as you clink your not wine bottles, beer bottles together, let's cut back to Harold and Tarbach.
The sequel to Bad Grandpas.
Indeed. So, as you walk up the stairs to the mayor's office, you are standing on a balcony? Yeah, let's call it a balcony that overlooks some of the rest of the town. Before you is the door that leads to what appears to be the mayor's office, and it reads the Honorable... I need to generate a random name real quick. Please don't give me a bad one. Oh. Oh boy, this doesn't sound good. The Honorable Claudia Iski, Esquire the Third.
Really?
Yes.
And I knock on the door with 2 hands.
Indeed.
Hold on, I got this.
As you knock on the door, you find that the door gives way, as if it wasn't locked or closed to begin with. Inside, you find that you find a man sitting at a desk. He appears somewhat better dressed than the rest of the town, having black breeches and a short jacket on. His clothing is appears to be all black, as if he is preparing himself to go to a funeral. He sits and scribbles away at a scroll, as though deep in some kind of recollection.
Are we interrupting?
Slowly, but with the same non-rushed nature as the rest of the town, he looks up. You can see that he is balding, with white hair on the fringes. His face is long, and his nose is aquiline, and his voice has the sound of a rasping. And his voice has a rasping sound to it. Oh God! Out of character, real quick. I'm having some horrible acid reflux right now. Oh, it's stinging my throat.
Stop dying. It's bad for your health.
I made it. Oh God. I'm gonna go grab some water, like real quick. Be right back. Like 10 seconds.
While that's going on, Alexis, do you want to kind of recount what you're doing?
Nope, I like keeping this in the side scroll so if people are watching, they can read it.
Making me sad. Fine, I'll look to Harold. Harold, how are you feeling, by the way?
I am fine.
That's not going to... Like, if I cut myself, you're not going to suck on my finger, are you?
What do you mean?
I'm saying what you... Like... do you have an iron deficiency or something? That what you did back there wasn't natural.
I don't remember.
My friend, I think we're both getting a little bit old in the skin, as it were. Have you thought about augmenting your body, reducing the treacheries of time with cybernetics?
No, that won't happen.
And I point to your leg. It already has.
Not by choice.
Very little things in life are our choice. They are in the hands of the Omnisire.
remember the tech priests in the regiment talking about Omnissiah. Never really cared much.
It is an unfortunate thing that that us of the machine cult of Mars must deal with. Finding respect amongst our peers in the Imperium is few and far between.
Oh, don't take what I said as disrespect. The machine cult has a great standing with me. They have done many brave things in combat.
Yes, there's nothing much like the sight of a Doomcrawler firing its weapons into the enemy, or the sound of Ruststalkers tapping across the battlefield as the knives slide into the enemy's necks and chests. It is a beautiful orchestra. Vicky, are you back yet?
I am back. I just didn't want to interrupt this lovely little interlocutory. However, I will tell you this. Tarvok, when Harold mentions the quote-unquote bravery of the tech priesthood, Tarvok thinks to himself that this has more to do with the removal of fear from the tech priest's minds more than anything else, which he won't point out is technically not bravery.
Yeah, but you were saying, Pre?
Nothing.
All right, so I'm back, and you were about to talk with Mayor Iska. Iski, sorry.
Harold, this man doesn't look like he has all his faculties. Perhaps you could speak to him on his level.
What do you mean?
My friend, I trust you with my life. You are one of the strongest individuals that I know. But your intelligence leaves a lot to be desired. What I am saying is... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, Harold just laughs at you.
Indeed. But back to business. Iski, is it?
I am Iski. May I assist your new arrival in some way?
Yes. A couple of things, actually. Information, first of all, if you would be so inclined.
Yes. I have some information around, and he starts rifling through his many scrolls as they are strewn about his desk. Here's one. Let's see. Yes. Archrector Renthir will be holding a sermon tomorrow at the Cathedral of St. Merosad. It is supposed to be. It is a momentous occasion. I do hope I'll be able to join.
Indeed. So, tell me, friend, how did you die?
I believe I died in my sleep. At least, when I awoke like this, I was in my bed.
Indeed, and...
It's a bit groggy, but my memory isn't what it used to be.
Tell me, if you were to head to the cathedral, would you head down the main road, or is there perhaps without lack of a better term, a backwards way from Afterlife to the cathedral?
Not unless you wish to brave the forests, and there are horrible things in there. Brigands and bandits and other undesirables. Not to mention the corpse crawlers.
Oh, of course. Tell me, has any other new arrivals besides myself and my companions come through in any way within the recent, say, a day or so?
The man scratches his chin as if pondering some great mystery of the universe and says, the influx of pilgrims has been steadily increasing in the past few days. What is, he shakes his head. Are you part of those?
I am looking for my daughter, Lariah. She was traveling with a group of pilgrims who went by the name of the Inheritors.
Ah, that is... He looks about, rifling through some more papers. And once he finally gives up, he says, can't say I recognize anyone by that name. Does she look like you?
Yes, she does, but I'm more concerned with her. If, as you may not know, in your old age, she is traveling with younger people of who are just, you know how they are. A girl falls in love, she runs off. It's nasty business.
Yes, nasty business indeed.
I just wish to talk to this gentleman about the concept of boundaries. And he was traveling with a group, as I said, known as the Inheritors. And I just wish to find them so that I may discuss with him the boundaries of my daughter.
I fear that no such group has passed through here. At least someone with that kind of name would have stood out.
Can I just, because I probably already know this and have it written down, can I describe to him, markings and, what Inheritors generally look like?
You can?
Because I'm sure that, don't they have, a similar uniform?
Black
Or is
robes with, a necklace of bone marks and Xenos stones.
Thank you.
Yeah. As you describe those, he seems to have a look of recognition comes across his face. Oh yes, that is... Of course, why didn't you say so before? Those are members of the Eulogus Ascaline. I can't say I've recognized that name you used.
Again, you know how young people are about the trivialities.
Yes, quite. But we have some members of the Eulogus Ascaline pass through. They usually stop over when traveling from the Palace of the Wake.
Indeed. Any of them in town now?
Can't say I have seen them very recently. Most of them moved quickly on to the celebration for in preparation for the celebration. I fear most of them have moved on by now. There is very little to keep them in the afterlife.
All right, I've had enough of this, Crooks. Tell me, is there something in the air that is causing you to act all sluggish like the rest of your town?
Mayor Iski looks at you as if though you just said the most nonsensical thing he's ever heard in his life, and responds, "What do you mean? The air is how it's always been."
So there's a man behind you with a bat about to crush your skull.
As he looks behind him, he realizes that Harold is standing behind him. How Harold got there, that man has no idea.
No, well, this is more to show that his reactions are actually slowed. So actually, no, that actually worked.
Yeah. Oh, where did you come from?
Rex.
Oh, I don't know that place, but...
It's down the way a bit.
Oh. Never been there. But
You should.
it's...
It's nice. They have magnificent candy.
The man is just confused at this point.
Harold holds out his bag. Want a bite?
The man raises up his hand in polite refusal and pushes the bag of tar candy away and says, "What was that about the air you said?"
What? Air? I didn't say anything about the air. The air's nice, it's clean, it's wholesome, good, perfect for those of us who have passed on.
Yeah, that's what I said, I think.
No, sir, you were bringing up a recent... Look, it's been a long day. We're just here to get the money for the job you owe us for. Simple as that.
Huh? What? Who are you? This is most unusual.
And I hold up the flail that I brought that I actually picked up from the corpse crawler. Remember, we got rid of those corpse crawlers. You said you'd give us a few bone chips and, as simple as that.
Did I write you a contract for that? And he is scratching his, as he says, scratching his forehead.
You remember? Oh, sir, I know it must have been a long day. You lost your pin. Remember? You told me that you were distressed enough to you couldn't find it.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to. Now I need you to roll deceive plus 20.
Do I get any other bonus because I actually have the flail with me?
Sadly, no.
Oh, damn.
Wow. Let's have this guy roll a d100. Nope, he has no effing idea about what you're saying.
Charmbot plus 2.
He scratches his balding head and says, I am prone to losing things. I guess it's possible. And he opens up his drawer and scoops something up and puts 5 bone chips on the table. And says, "Here you go for a job well done." I think.
Dude.
Harold is going to knock him on the shoulder and stretch out his hand.
The man sighs slightly and starts rummaging through the other drawers in his desk and is able to pull, let's see... Oh, damn. 5 more bone chips.
Everyone in this town is so useless.
Harold is going to smile towards Tarvok and giggle, chuckle a bit.
Well, sir, we thank you for your time. If you ever need us to kill more corpse crawlers, my friend here is, as you can see by his size, armor, and weapon, he's very adept at it.
Yes, he is. He looks like it. Warrior, no doubt. Now, if there was nothing else, I have many things to see to, and eternity to do it.
Of course. Is there any other... Actually, while we're here, are there any other attractions besides the bar and here and the blacksmith that you would recommend?
Have you seen the bridge?
It's a nice bridge.
It is. It does what it's supposed to.
It does indeed provide a connection over a cascade of water.
Yes. That's about it, really. It's a quiet town. We do what we can.
As he's talking, we're already gone.
Yeah, he keeps mumbling to himself long after you're gone, and then when he realizes that there's no one there, he simply shrugs and goes back to his scrolls. Now, going back to the bar, where Kershan and Polonia just recently failed the toughness test for their drinks. Yeah, they're
hammered.
Completely hammered and
very sedated.
Very sedated. Currently they're in the calm, reflective stage of drinking, where they are just busy examining the world through the lens of the
I think
bottles.
that's where I am. I don't think that's where Kershaw is.
Yeah, Kershaw is singing.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm sitting. I'm sitting here stuffing my face.
Indeed. As you're doing so, Kershaw, you wanted to, before you started singing, did you want to say something to the barkeep?
Well, it could be after, technically.
Fair enough. So, as you're busy singing your lungs out, Ren returns, right?
Yep, and I comment on his singing. He's
Uh,
a decent singer.
Man, if only you had Trade Performancer, then you could actually roll it.
So I'm going to finish the last bottle. It's in my hand. Slam it on the counter. Hey, Barkeep, how did you die?
I fell down a flight of stairs.
I actually do have trade performancer.
Well, a flight of stairs, that's kind of boring. I'll tell you how I died. And Kershaw's going to take off the orange scarf around his neck. He's going to point to this very large black spot around his jugular vein. You see this? This is from one of them weird spiky eldar guns. A 1 in a million shot, the carriage said. Yet I'm here. How am I dead?
The man reacts in the same way that everyone else does, with a shrug. Must have died then.
I guess. So how many bone chips have I spent?
Currently, he counts up the bottles that you and Polonia have drunk.
I quickly point to my drink and point to him.
Let's see, how many?
Roll a d10.
D10, that's 7 for Kershaw, and how many for Polonia? 2.
And I only had
he looks through it. About 20 bone chips.
I'm going to roll scrutiny.
Alright, minus 10. Minus 20, I say. Because, reasons.
Wait, the three of them have their breathers off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if Rosalina took a drink, she took her rebreather off.
Shit, you're right.
Did she take her rebreather off?
I took it as intentional because you were sad and you wanted to be numb.
Oh, jeez. Hey, I'll roll a toughness test for that.
Alrighty. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. D5.
Oh, no. Can you roll that for me?
Rolling it. 3 hours. Sheesh.
Alright.
I mean, so long as you have the rebreather off, you're gonna continue to get dosed.
Oh yeah, I'll have you everyone roll one more test before you guys leave to see if you get hit with a final dose.
Okay, so Kershaw's just gonna pull out 3 more bone chips from the bag and just set them on the counter. Just give me whatever this can get so I can have a nice even number in my bag.
Indeed. He takes out 2 different bottles and hands them over to Polonia and you.
Kershaw's going to take the bottle and take his bag. I assume he took out the chips as he was going, correct?
Indeed. He just kept them on the counter. And
so he's going to take the bag and just going to try to stumble up the stairs back to their room.
Indeed.
Acrobatics.
I mean, sure.
Probably at a penalty.
I mean,
face plants on the stairs.
Yeah. Kershaw, roll for me another toughness test for the alcohol to see if it kicks in.
Oh my god.
Y'all seen Captain America?
Which one?
Or not Captain America, I'm sorry. Team America?
World Police, yes.
I'm thinking of the alley scene.
Oh god. But no, as Anders falls down on the stairs, he passes out completely shit-faced and is snoring away on the
So does
side of the stairs.
that mean me and Polonia are in the bar still?
Yeah.
Yes. Quick question to the two older men in the party. Are you actually going to return to... what's it called? The inn. The inn.
Yes.
Okay, just so I have a point of reference for this.
Yeah, like the party's getting back together.
Yeah.
These people are useless.
So, Polonia and Ren, are you gonna...
I have my
Do-
rebreather on the table next to me and a drink in my hand.
Oh boy.
And I'm just like leaning on Polonia.
Rosalina, are you alright?
No.
Is it because of Harold?
There's nothing but rage in him. There's something at his core, I can feel it. But I can feel it because I'm a disgusting mutant like you.
Rosalina, I'm a human.
Oh, don't even try that shit with me, knife ears.
Oh, this is great.
I don't know what you're implying,
Oh, just
but that's not genetic.
It is, though. I talked to the Eldari on the ship. She, or he, I can never really tell with those things. I think it was a she.
Rosalina, I looked nothing like her.
No. She was quite beautiful. Radiant. I mean, you are too, but that was unworldly, unhuman. Just disgusting, though.
I didn't like how she did her hair, though I can't deny. She was graceful.
Yeah. Though she did move like she took a little bit of too much of that captain.
Maybe.
I'm
He didn't have any women with him. He wasn't married. Maybe you're right.
And with that, in through the door, walk in the imposing forms of Harold and Tarbach.
Okay,
Ooh.
just walking in, do we know? I was about to say, do we notice this?
Oh, you notice Polonia and Ren having a little drink along as they sit and mumble to each other near one of the tables.
What in the Omnissiah's name have you two idiots done?
It's the talking toaster.
I'll lazily just be like, huh? And slowly turn around on the bar stool to look at Tarbach. And I'll just stare blankly at you.
Shut up, Dad.
Harold.
Sister's wedding's tomorrow.
Harold, take them to the rooms. I'm gonna go find some rope.
Fine.
Indeed.
I go find enough rope to restrain the three of these to their beds for the night.
Can I not be tied down?
Hush.
Can you tie me down on her? I don't want to move. She's comforting.
You know what to find. Harold, tie those two together.
I'm actually gonna stand up when you try to do that and be like, I don't think Harold should be the one to tie up Rosalina.
Before you even finish the sentence, Harold has yoinked both of you and is busying himself with carrying you up the stairs.
How hard
Actually,
is that?
I'm going to need you to roll an athletics plus 20 to see if you can grab Kershawn on the way.
Can I roll acrobatics to try to get out of this?
Minus 20. Actually, no. Acrobatics is agility based. Minus 30.
Nope. I
Nope.
instead dived straight into his arm.
Harold, I don't think it's appropriate for you to be touching Rosalina.
And once I come back with the rope, I'll start like dragging Kershawn up the stairs, like his head bumping each step as I drag him.
We are not taking this episode serious, are we?
You know what? I'm okay with this. It's been this planet is too depressing. It's nice to have a bit of this.
And as his head keeps knocking on the stairs, no, Mom, not the table chair again.
If I was your mother, I would have smothered you by now. Now hush.
So, as Harold and Tarwak carry their debilitated warband members back up to the room and securely fasten them to their respective beds.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, you're never breaking through those. You need more than 8 degrees of success to break free.
You are a sick old man, Harvok. I will never look at you the same.
You won't remember. You will not remember this.
Kinky.
Tie them together.
Yeah, you tied us together.
Yeesh.
No,
Well,
right places.
I'm gonna lean over. I'm gonna lilt my head over towards Lena and say, Tarvok is a pervert.
I don't have a. You know, I look at her like with the bluntest expression. I don't have a dick.
Well, that would certainly explain why you have to take it out in weird ways like this.
And with Tarvok saying don't have a dick, Harold is gonna burst out laughing and fall to the floor.
This episode is hilarious. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's great.
Now, so
I ain't even mad.
now you two. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to go rest. If any of you start waking me up with your incessant chatting for your stupidity of taking your breathers off. Oh, actually, while they're tied up, can I put their breathers on them?
Yeah, you can. Well, respirators. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, asshole. How are we supposed to rest when we're tied together like this?
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you went down to a bar to get drunk. Now, if you have trouble sleeping, and I hold out my palm.
You have trouble sleeping. You're not getting a wink until you untie us.
I hold out my palm to her and like just light it up in a show of electrical display.
I like where this is going. Let's continue.
Old man, you don't want to play this game with me. Untie us. And I'm gonna lift the little off as I say that.
Actually, you know what? I have an idea. And I sit down in a chair nearby and kind of, put my leg on top of my other and pull out something. Right, since you want to play this, Ultramar, Jewel of the Imperium, written by Aldous Rellingham. The 5 words of Ultramar. The people of Ultramar are simple, honest folk, busy as they are prosecuting religious wars in the name of the Emperor, and just kind of drone on until hopefully they fall to sleep.
Indeed. I need everyone to roll a willpower test with a minus... no. Everyone just straight up roll a willpower test.
I'm good.
I have.
Stay a while and listen.
Fate planet.
I mean, if you want to.
I stare at him and I say, give me liberty or give me death, old man.
Okay, very well. And I pull out, and she sees me pull out my gun and cock it.
Which one?
Yes.
Hey, Rusty man, I gotta use the restroom.
Well, again, you should have thought about that. Now, I'm going downstairs. Harold, would you like to join me?
Sure. Anything but being here.
Reza,
Good.
follow them.
Good night, you two. And yes, come along, Reza.
I'm
It's
gonna,
not...
I'm gonna start screaming out once they leave for help.
I'm gonna piss on your circuits. Rusty.
Now, there's a slight issue with that, seeing how your screaming comes out No louder than a slightly louder than normal.
Yeah. Hey, can
Uh,
somebody help me?
Hello? Anyone?
Help!
And
Hello?
as is typical of this village,
He don't
there
give a damn.
is no response from anyone.
Can I try to wiggle off the bed while still being tied up?
I mean, you can try and a contortionist to try and get out of this, but
Be right back, 1 second.
you get like a -30 and you need more than 8 degrees of success. I don't think you can make it. Nope. As you try to wiggle your way out, you are... Well, this is absolutely awful.
I chew on the ropes.
You forgot the -30, Alexis.
That was...
You have a rebreather on your mouth.
No.
that
Like
was
she's
different
she's under the influence of mind shade. -30 to all agility. Like all agility tests, that is. Actually, is it agility based tests? I forget. Let's see. Oh, agility tests. Yeah, that includes everything that uses agility.
This is hilarious.
This is indeed hilarious. So, are Harold and Torvak going to do anything downstairs, or shall we fast forward?
Hang on, I want to say something to Polonia before we fast forward really quickly.
Alrighty.
Wait, you back?
I'm here.
Okay. Polonia.
Yeah?
I miss Caius. Canius.
Yeah. I bet you do. And I'll rest my head against you.
He was an okay man. But I'll never have that. Should I have stayed on my planet? Been a noble my whole life? Or is this the path the Emperor chose for me?
I don't know. I ask myself that question all the time.
Hey, mate. I can't believe I'm a mutant.
I didn't catch you there. What did you say?
I can't believe I'm a mutant.
Oh, Rosalina. It'll be fine.
Hunt is
Nobody knows.
Hunt is gonna kill me. Hey.
I'm gonna go silent at the mention of Hunt. And just kinda stare at the wall as alarmed and awakened as I can be.
The thought of Inquisitor Hunt is a sobering one.
No kidding.
Polonia, do me a favor.
Yeah.
If Hunt sees fit to destroy me, take care of Risa.
You cut out at the end.
Oh, take care of Risa.
I'll maintain her. I'll keep her. Yes.
Get her. Get her to him.
Yeah. I'll get him to. Right.
His name is Tatius Canis.
Catus. Got it.
Catus anus.
And then Ren is
I
gonna
barely
pass
know her.
out.
I
Indeed.
kind of struggle in my bindings and call out a little louder for help. Somebody, get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Don't worry, Polonia. Just relax. We're not on a slavery ship.
You don't
think.
understand. No one gets it.
Vicky, before Torvak and I'm guessing Harold maintain watch for our ungrateful companions, I sit at the bar and pull out a drawing of Laria, and from my pocket I pull out a random tarot card.
Ooh. Hold
We're
on.
grateful that you tied us up and bound us against our will, you sick old man. That you pulled out a gun and threatened to kill me, you frickin' monster.
I didn't threaten to kill you. You asked. You specifically said, give me freedom or give me death. I was not giving you freedom, so it would have been your choice.
Card is the galaxy. Facing up. Completion and recognition.
Okay, why do you keep drawing that card?
I don't know why. It's kind of nuts.
Why not?
I shuffle it every time.
Interesting.
No, yeah, I've drawn that card for you.
Yeah.
And I kind of nod. Harold, let us maintain watch and take shifts on that. It's going to be, and then let's let them loose after the morning sun.
Indeed.
Yes.
As the night passes, Ren gets her
I'm
toughness back. What was that, Night?
I died?
What?
Night passed.
Night, you're the worst. I literally face desked just then.
I'll
You
tie
didn't
you
do
up
it
to-
hard enough.
So, as the night, I know I don't want to finish this sentence.
Continue.
The evening
As the morning
passes, as the morning comes. Thank you. As the morning comes, the three of you wake up with the respirators on, and your sluggishness has departed, though you can still feel the early onset of hangover.
Has it been 24 hours?
Not yet. Wait, what are you waiting? Wait, what?
Free wounds.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Has it been 24 hours?
Well, the
I'm-
first
Going to say yes. It has been since you arrived on Thaur. Yeah.
Polonia,
So,
why are we
everyone-
bound together?
I'm gonna just start yelling out immediately for help. Are Tarvok and Harold in the room?
I'm guessing one of them is. Which one? D10,
Harold.
both of you.
Tarvok, get us out of here! What is going on?
Well, there you go. Tarbuk wins.
No, wait. Don't know if that's a win. And I looked, and I kind of look for my book and see. Oh, you're awake. Good. And I start undoing their bindings.
Indeed. Roll for me another security test, just to check.
Oh, with this, would I get the bonus for my combi tool because it's technically relevant?
Yeah. Nope, sorry, didn't get enough degrees of success. It's still...
Okay.
I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
As I get out of the binding, what the hell happened here? I lack the words. Why were we in chains?
Not chains, rope.
Why were we bound?
Because you removed your respirator, you were drinking, and all of a sudden I couldn't trust. And by the way, that happened while you were supposed to be sleeping. You wandered off into the bar.
Supposed to be sleeping. Who are you to tell me when to sleep and what to do? Who
Because-
put me in the bindings?
I did. Because I care about you and don't want you to die because some assassin slit your throat while you were intoxicated.
Well, I slap him
I don't resist.
really hard. To the point where I pull my hand back and I'm like,
You slap his cranial armor.
just like,
Tarvok.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm just gonna look at you like really pissed off. Good call.
I know.
Polonia, you're upset, but it was for the best.
So imagine how
Or-
upset.
for the best. this disgusting old man bound us together because we were out doing anything any normal person would do.
We are not normal now, are we, Miss Polonia?
And it's just gonna
You're
suddenly hit me again, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, right.
I'm gonna step as a point and stab my finger into Thaur's chest, which hurts. So it went a little bit just, ugh. But I'm not a normal person, and if you try something like that with me again, I've seen some stuff since I came here, since I left Forlis, and if you try that again, it'll be the last time you do it.
Do not talk to me about things you have seen, Polonia. I have seen things that would drive you mad, that I must deal with every day.
Ay, shut it. Starting to sound like my dad.
And with that, the tension seems broken somewhat.
And with that, I kind of rub my head where she slapped me and release Kershawn.
If you want to keep seeing things, you won't do that again. I'm gonna walk off and grab my rifles and put them over my back.
Let her be banned,
And-
Tarvok.
This is not the first time I've dealt with ignorant children.
Hey, did you find any throwing knives? Then insert after session.
Yeah, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with this later. We need to get out of this place, head towards town. At least so I have had no cigars or coffee or recaf since we got here, and I would very much like some right now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
what time is that?
I would,
It's early in the morning.
Aw, that's not the start of an 80s movie. We don't get to run off like we're late.
Nope, you're not late. You went early to bed, quote unquote.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, like, the sun is barely risen.
Alright, I'm gonna collect the gear and start loading it into the carriage.
Luggage.
Indeedio. As the people seem to have gathered their wits.
Oh, I'm gonna stop Tarvok really quickly with my hand on his shoulder.
Oh.
Tarvok,
Yes, Mom.
There's
Oh.
something about Harold. A dark seed of hatred. I can feel it. Be wary.
Won't I always? I've been keeping detailed records on every single one of you.
And then I'm gonna go.
Indeed.
So, here we go. As you load up your various belongings back into the stagecoach, you see that very few of the townsfolk are paying attention to you. How typical of this town. And as you are about to set off, you see that Harold, actually, you notice that the man in the leather apron is approaching as he stumbles about with a package in his hands, woven in some rough spun fabric. There we go. Yeah, English, I swear. And he tries to get your attention.
Wait, me?
Yes, you.
Harold is going to look at him.
As he stops in front of you, he holds the package up in front of you. As per your commission, we worked tirelessly.
Thank you.
Yes.
And Harold is going to give him 2 boon ships for the delivery.
Much appreciated. I hope these will serve their purpose well.
I hope so too.
And
Thank you.
And with that, he bows a little bit too far forward, but quickly corrects himself and stumbles back away. So, alrighty. With that, you set off, yes?
Onward!
Indeed. As you drive out of the village of Afterlife, I'm going to need everyone once again to roll a toughness test, this time with a plus 20 on top of any other bonus due to excessive drug use.
Oh, not the first time anymore.
Wait, let's see.
Fuck.
I roll a toughness plus 40.
Yes.
Yay.
Wait,
Oh.
no, wait. Oh, wait, no. With my other bonuses, I think I would have gotten that.
Yeah, let's see.
So I didn't need the reroll.
Yeah. You should have gotten that on like a 94.
Yeah, so not. So I still have my fate point.
Yeah. So let's see. Ren made it. Kershaw barely made it. And let's see. Yeah, Polonia was the only one who didn't make it. I'm rolling another d5 for you.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, phew. Just a small dose.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut so that I don't end up bound and gagged by a party member again.
You weren't gagged. Don't you remember all that screaming?
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Now that you bring it back, I remember other stuff too.
So, the carriage once again trundles into the forest of Thaur with its many bone structures and grave markers.
Real quick, Viggy.
Hmm?
As we depart out of the village, I'm gonna pull out the bottle I saved from last night, open it, and offer it to Harold.
Does Harold drink and drive?
Harold does not drink and drive. He will not take off his respirator.
But we left it down.
Yeah, that's the funny bit. You know how these feudal worlders are, horribly superstitious.
Wait, so can I do a check to make sure if the air is clear? Would that
Sure.
be-
Tech use with your aspects. Yep. Easy.
You say that.
I say that. 25% is pretty damn high on a D100. As you tap on the auspex and give it a slight wave around to collect air molecules, the display screen lights up all green, no toxins or contaminants in the air.
Immediately begin heating up among a recap.
Indeed. Like one of your hand is, two of your hands are heating up the recap, one of your hand is lighting a cigar, and the other is taking the respirator off. All very efficient.
Nice.
You're sitting inside the car when you do that, right?
I open up. Well, to be fair, one of our windows is shattered, so it's fine.
All of our
Yeah.
windows are shattered.
Yeah, we
There
kind
you
of busted them all shooting out of them. But
Thank
when
you.
I see that, I'll take out my respirator and lean back. And I'll look over at Rosalina and ask, have you ever been to Forlise? I don't think you've been to Forlise, have you?
No, I haven't.
At some point, we'll have to go. I have a feeling that I need to introduce you to my mother and my father.
Why?
I just think it would clear a few things up if you met them.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Raw scrutiny.
Well, Rosalina, I think you'll fixate on it more than I do, and you'll figure it out yourself when we get there. Maybe Heresy can take us when we get done with what we're doing here.
Don't forget, we still have to go and do the final, we still have to follow the will and testament of Tobian.
There's always more to be done.
Indeed. So, as the carriage trundles along, you, Harold and Kershan note a sight on the road. You see what appears to be a solitary figure in black robes with pale white skin, and he seems to have a stack of femurs right next to him as he is busying himself with some type of carving knife. He is sitting alongside the road.
Does he look like an inheritor?
I mean, yes,
Get
in
it.
the fact that all of the people of the Ulysses Ascaline look like inheritors.
Don't get him.
Stop for no one.
Wait. So there's an enemy sitting on the road with a knife.
A
This is
possible
going
enemy.
This is going to be fun.
Well,
Can we just drive by?
I'm not going to correct you. The carriage is trundling along, and as it is passing the Ascalian, no, not Ascalian, Thaurian, there we go. As you pass the Thaurian, he looks up at you, pausing slightly in his... wait, there's a name for this thing, I think... Oh yeah, scrimshawing. As he is busy scrimshawing the bone, he pauses and looks up as you pass by him, though he says nothing.
Drive by shotgun?
I was more thinking drive by plasma pistol.
Are you two seriously going to roll initiative against each other to see who can shoot him first?
Yes.
Yes.
God damn it, you two.
One of you roll, both of you roll initiative.
So just a D10 plus our agility.
Yeah. I mean, unless you have a talent that says otherwise. Hot damn. One roll.
So-
Oh man. Let's
Okay,
see.
so I want to
You-
shoot him as soon as we get close. So would it just be short range, or would it be point blank?
This would be point blank. He's sitting right next to the road.
Why are we killing some innocent dude?
Yeah, this is kind of horrific. Are we playing Black Crusade?
Hey, he could be a lookout. I'm gonna reroll.
Wow.
And of course she
Missed.
does.
With a cannon.
At point blank range.
Oh, wait. Hold on. No, that should have actually hit the first one. I
Should
think I
it?
hit semi-auto instead of single shot. And I didn't add the scatter bonus. Yeah, I didn't add the scatter, so that hit.
Fair enough.
So it was just one shot.
Shotguns are ridiculous.
Wait a
Shotguns
minute.
are so
I
absurd.
mean, at point blank range, they are doing what they're supposed to do.
Everyone who's watching, if you're playing a Dark Heresy game and you are under 5,000 experience, get an assault shotgun. Get your whole party assault shotguns.
Well,
I should quad wield those.
Yeah, and hope you don't run into anyone at range.
okay, so scatter damage.
Yeah.
I have Polonius for that.
Come on. Let's see. So it's gonna roll ballistic skill plus 60 to get the actual. So let's see, 86. So I can swap out for one more damage.
Nope. You can get 12.
Is it enough, or do I need to shoot him again?
Is it enough? Yeah, it's enough. Where'd you hit him? In the 95, in the 59. That's the body. Yeah, you blast this man straight in the chest, and he's currently lying bleeding on the ground, not moving.
What the hell happened? What's going on?
Stop the card.
I'm gonna get out of the cart with my auto pistol out, and I'm just gonna start scanning the area.
Indeed, as you look around, you see a pile of femurs, one of them half scrimshawed, and a dead Thaurian on the ground with a giant hole in his chest.
Since we stopped the cart, can I just go loot him his bone chips?
Oh my god.
What?
If he has any.
Oh my god.
I mean,
This
technically
is-
he has D5.
This is
I'm just gonna roll D10 half it. Oh, well, that works.
Yeah.
Biggie. What do I need to roll to see if this man was like? Since we've dealt with this, to see what this man was.
Well, he is guilty of thought crime, but he's not thinking anything anymore. Actually, the only way to get it would be to try and drag his last remaining thoughts out of his mind to see if he's actually an inheritor.
I'm gonna rush over to the body.
Hmm.
But continue on, Thaur.
Do I cast telepathic link?
It's not worth it.
I mean, do you
Just
have
don't
fate points
push.
left? Do you
Yeah.
have fate points left? Yeah, well, that should
What's the
help
modifier
somewhat.
again? It's 10, right?
10 for the psi focus.
No double.
No doubles.
That's fine.
But you didn't make it.
Can I-
As Rosalina attempts to enter that man's mind, there is nothing left but than dying neurons.
Ah, I saw it. The last thing that went through his mind. Kershaw's
Yourself.
face.
Ah,
He sticks out his tongue when he shoots his gun.
Maybe.
But
Anyway.
but like actually from the book I have, would that give me any knowledge of like what this guy's doing? Like is like our roadside scrimshowers a thing?
do you want to use a fate point to?
Oh no,
Just
that not. No, I kind of want to keep.
How
I
badly
have
do you
it.
want to know this?
I actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use my last fate point to automatically know this.
Indeed. This, let's see. And you use fate points, you get you get book information just straight out of it. Let's see.
And by the way, this will be This is what Tarvok recites to the party.
Yes. Where is... Shit, I am going to have to... I forget where it is, but I think... Bone... Chips... Here we go. No. What? What? Are you...
Ha.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. You, with the information that you have, the currency of Thaur is a bone chip coin. These small discs of human bone are painstakingly scrimshawed by artisans of the Eulicus Ascalon. Each coin is assigned value based on the importance of the person whom it is carved, according to a complex and arcane system of valuation. With the exception of saints, anyone who hopes to be buried or entombed on Thaur must tithe a small portion of their skeletons for use as currency, in addition to any other payment they make.
Vicky?
By the looks of it, Kershaw just shot some artisan.
Is that literally like, that's it?
Yes, that's what he says. I just tell him that you just shot an artisan.
I'm just gonna look down and say, what?
He looked like an inheritor. He could have been on lookout, yes?
No. I'm gonna start searching the body and try to find a weapon.
You find
I mean,
you find a knife on him, though. You find the knife that he was holding in his hand. It's currently right next to him.
does it look toxic?
I mean, he could have stabbed the horse.
No, there does not appear to be any chemical trace on the knife.
He was just an artisan.
I'm gonna start shaking as I look down at this body and like look at the gaping hole in his chest, as I just know like on every level this guy's gone. He's dead.
Roll willpower.
Oh.
You just legitimately just committed an act of murder.
Oh, I thought
Let's
it was
see.
freeze willpower.
1d5. Oh no, it's just Polonia. 1d5. 5 insanity. Does that.
That does not break my threshold. That brings me up from 21 to 26. I'm just gonna
Fair
start
enough.
gibbering a little bit and just go, oh my gosh. Oh my god. He was right. We're just murderers. We're just killers.
Kershawn, what my main question, and please, by the omniscient sands of Mars, answer me this one menial question. Why?
Well, 2 reasons. One, you could have been on lookout. Second, kind of spent too many bone chips last night.
Wait,
Besides, I've done worse things for money too, so it's not so bad.
I'm gonna
money?
look back with tears streaming down my face in horror at Kershawn.
I'm just cutthroat.
I'm gonna pay the man respects, do the sign of the Omniscience, say a prayer, and then get back into the
Omniscient?
Emperor,
There you
sorry,
go.
Ooh. Get me
Ooh.
excited.
and get back into the cart. Let's get moving.
Alrighty.
I'll hand
What?
Harold 2 of the bone chips.
What?
I stole his kill technically.
What are we supposed to do about the body?
Leave it. Someone will pick it up.
Actually,
It's gonna get eaten by some corpse crawler.
Harold is going to walk over to the corpse, grab it by the belt and by the neck of the clothes, and then just fling it into the woods.
I watch the body go with horror as it makes a blood trail through the air as it lands beyond my sight, and I still stare with my mouth dropped, shaking a little bit still. I do stand up though.
Indeed. So, do you?
Kershawn, next time you have a thought like that, or lack thereof a thought, please inform the rest of us so that this does not happen again and you accidentally shoot a small school child.
Be gone, thought.
I mean, I've shot school children before. It doesn't bug me that much. Skull children.
Let's move.
But yeah, let's move. We have a fancy man to shoot today.
Biggie, -1 cigar.
-1 cigar.
I'll look down and stumble forward a little bit before looking back into the woods where the body fell and finally opening the door and climbing into the cart and sitting down.
Away we go.
Away you go. Everyone roll an awareness. Just standard. The aspects do not come into this. This is sound-based.
Kobe. Man, I love having high perception and awareness.
Yep. Awareness is probably the best skill in the game. So, this is quite fitting. So, Polonia and Kershawn, you, as the wagon is trundling, as the carriage is trundling away, you hear a rustling where Harold threw the corpse, and then the rustling stops.
Kershawn just starts to cackle a little bit.
I just think to myself how disgusting and horrible the galaxy really is.
Hey, it's a corpse crawler eat corpse world out there.
God damn
Makes
it.
me miss Forelise.
You were waiting for that joke.
I admit nothing. So, you're about to reach your destination. As you see, towering above the trees on the horizon, the bonework structures of the great ossuary loom before you. Stretching further than you can see, these massive edifices to the memory of Ascalon Sector's great and powerful are, to all appearances, made entirely from human bones. The structures depict a variety of styles due to the whims of their creators. Some resemble ecclesiarchy cathedrals, while others seem to be senseless jumbles of bone, the creation of some mad architect. Somewhere amidst the skeletal jungle is the bonework monument marking the tomb of Saint Merusad, and somewhere beneath it is your destination. And with that, we will return next week.
Ooh. Alright, thank you everybody for joining us for another episode of Queen's Court. I hope you enjoyed this one. This one was rather a light-hearted episode, so it was kind of funny and I really enjoyed it. I want to say thank you to all my players and take care everyone. Love you guys. Bye!